Each year, more than 4.5 million people visit the Statue of Liberty. So it's kind of surprising to find out that 6 months after our national symbol of freedom opened to the public in 1886, it was a deserted place that people had almost given up on. This is just one of the many secrets of the Liberty Lady of New York, so in order to find out more, make sure to watch the full video. First of all, let's start with a little background about the most famous icon in New York. The statue was the idea of the French sculptor Frédéric Auguste Bartholdi. When he was young, Bartholdi went to Egypt and was inspired by the statues there to build a colossus. Even though France was involved, a lot of the money for the statue came from the American people, thanks in part to Joseph Pulitzer, who was a newspaper publisher. Bartholdi was determined to build his colossus, and he first proposed it to the Egyptian government for the opening of the Suez Canal. Thanks to French abolitionists like Édouard de la Boulaye, who eventually helped get France involved in the statue's creation, the statue was originally meant to celebrate the end of slavery in America. The broken chains at her feet show how this was meant to be a celebration. Bartholdi had a hard time getting enough money for his statue. He sent people all over the United States to try to get financial support from the states. He left 40 blank medallions at the base of the statue so that the 38 states, there are 40 medallions, but at the time there were only 38 states, could write their names on them. Not even one state bid, so the discs stay empty. You might be surprised by how empty Liberty Island is and how little landscaping has been done there. But actually, Bartholdi had ideas about what else that island should have, and he suggested that it be turned into a place where people can have fun, with a casino, bands, and music. So initially, the point might have been to make the island a more popular place to visit in order to get more statue-making gigs. He was thinking of the long lines of statues in Paris's parks, but as it turns out, that might have not happened, well, at least to an extent. Bartholdi, who wanted his statue to be all gold at first, however his team didn't know that their copper statue would eventually turn green. In none of their accounts did they think that it would turn green over time. The only thing they expected was that it would become a darker red. It also took a while for the change to happen in the 1920s. It started to really develop a greener shade. 6 months after the statue's grand opening, a reporter went to Liberty Island and wrote that it was pretty much abandoned. It showed how fast people got bored with the whole ordeal. Bartholdi sure would have been happy and proud to see how many people are there now and that his biggest work of art is now a timeless icon. Many stories say again that the statue was made to look like Bartholdi's mother. But the sculptor never said that, and it's more likely that it was based on his brother, who almost destroyed the family because he got them into such terrible debt. Experts on Liberty have looked at a picture of the brother in question and agreed that there is a strong resemblance. The troubled past of the brother would also explain why Lady Liberty has an oddly furrowed brow. According to visitors, the most intriguing view is from a small floating bar in the harbor called the Honorable William Wall. You can get there for $20, but if you're in a pinch, you can also get a great view from the free Staten Island ferry. So, if you wanted to see the beauty of the statue, you might need to let go of your tourist group and find a better spot. Maybe after all, the view from high up aren't as impressive as they used to be, but it sure is heartwarming to remember that the people who built the crown were climbing to New York. So did you know all of these secrets? Let us know in the comments down below, and make sure to ring the bell after you subscribe to receive all of our newest videos.